called Beautiful Journey definitely means well when it comes to the themes and the messages, which is basically all about letting go of the past, moving on from the past, the sadness and the guilt so you can move forward in life. And there's also some stuff in there about romance and love as well. But the film's ultimate failing in my eyes is that this is very familiar thematic territory that we've seen a lot in lots of other films. But the film just doesn't really have anything about it that feels distinct or unique and it makes it stands out amongst those other kinds of films and as a film in general. As Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie's characters go through more of these doors and we see more of their past and more stuff they're sad and still guilty about, it became pretty obvious that the film was trying to say what happens in your past does not define your present and that people can change and you need to let go of stuff that's happened in the past because what's happened has happened and the present is now and you have to move forward. And thus the whole thing just became predictable. I knew exactly where the film thematically was going to go. So when it starts spouting that off later on through the characters, Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, I was just like, yeah, I know. I saw the trailer and it's kind of obvious the way you've laid it all out for me. That plus all the other films that have said the exact same thing about letting go of your past and moving forward with your life. And because of that, the film was not nearly as compelling, insightful, revelatory, or as impactful as it really wants to be. The tone was something I didn't respond to either. It goes a very sappy, schmaltzy route. As Christian Harloff would say, it felt like a movie. In fact, it kind of felt like a straight-to-streaming film, like a direct-to-Netflix or a Prime film, just in the cinema for whatever reason. Maybe it's because Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie signed on for it, so they had to put it in cinemas. I don't know, but that's what it felt like to me. Speaking of Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, they elevate the film as much as they can, and I can't say they're bad in the film, but they do kind of feel like they're on autopilot. Plus, I don't feel like they had the greatest chemistry in the world. I know the whole point is that Margot Robbie is being really distant from Colin Farrell romantically. She's trying to shut down the idea constantly of them being a couple because she constantly, frequently keeps saying, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna cheat on you, because that's what I do it all the time. And you know the formula, the film goes on, they get closer and closer and closer, and then finally at the very end of the film they get together, they fall in love, and I just didn't really buy it, mainly because Margot Robbie spends the entire film saying they shouldn't be a couple and explaining how terrible of a person she is. Combine that with the predictable character development tied in with those themes of moving on from your past so you can have a future, blah blah blah, and it just makes the whole thing predictable and kind of a monotonous and frankly really boring film to sit through for me. I was just really bored watching this film. The sappy optimist part of me wants to give this film a pass because again, its heart is in the right place. It does mean well with what it's trying to say, but again, cinematically, thematically, it's a road we've been down numerous times before, just with a lot better paving. It's a film where in a year and a half from now, I'll be going through my Letterboxd history and I'll see it and I'll be like, oh yeah, that film. There is a big Burger King product placement though, and it worked because for the rest of the film, all I could think about was a double whopper.